Welcome back. In case you just joined me, this night program Midday Newspaper where they come to you live now, Miss Television on channel 32. As I say, inside the program today, I deal with Mohamed Sheku, we come from Youth Advocacy Network. We get for come discuss, help me discuss some of the banner headlines them we make up different newspaper them inside today on the program. As we get piles of newspaper them inside the program today, but start with we get for look at the Hope Times newspaper. And don't forget say them papers they are now papers them we they review as other colleague and media houses themselves they write and we can come for discuss and analyze into details of their newspaper there. As the banner headlines of Hope Times newspaper say, McKinney Mayor question town hall engagement formats. Mohamed Sheku, of course, it be happen for the inside the McKinney Town Hall, and you now one kind of person we you don't give so much when it comes to Sierra Leone in developed one. Firstly, this town hall na be an engagement with the president. The day we questions can be asked. We centered on the 5 big game change, and the mayor of the McKinney City, we don't question the town hall engagements in format. From your perspective, what's it?
Well, thank you very much. From my own idea, first, the engagement with the city is very clear. The good thing about people talk about civic education, these are one of the government to get for the challenges the way the city then they go through, and also yourself as a government where they go through. So by interaction, and by then you can know exactly where the truth is. Because people they know they vote for you as a government, you take the people there as enemy, or maybe all the time they pass use, you know, get that time they put them for interact with them, you bring yourself together. So the question, the town hall meeting will be take place in McKinney, it was a very good move. And especially the question where our brother be asked McKinney at the town hall meeting, asked the president really McKinney is suffering for electricity and they are starting to in the way then ask they really suffer through from a lot of issues and the way raised. These are some of the things there, and they give the question to the president for the president to respond directly. How he will address some of the challenges, especially the electricity side. They say light they come after 2 weeks, they don't get light. Now only the time when there's big gun they come light they come, so they are really suffering. So I believe say the government will look into address and even though president will address say some people they need them connect, they know they pay and other challenges they also happen. From there, the president go forward and say electricity challenges may don't start from NPRC time. Very long period of time, challenges not be for part of the electricity. So then as government in, government out. So if we don't come, it get for playing in your role for CCA add some value to electricity apparatus. For me believe say as a government, when you sit then they cry on something, especially when I vote them voting in, if I address to them, the president for try when they vote, especially to.
But looking at the facts, Freetown is not Sierra Leone, and when it comes to electricity, as you likely make mention, now one big challenge we're facing. Now you make mention presidency from NPRC days. Up to now, we still facing challenge when it comes to electricity in the country. But again, one for ask, you know, this now blame we government responsible, and on the other side, we as citizens themselves get a role for play when it comes to electricity, because for so long now, government in, government out, but we still cry for challenge when it comes to electricity. Government will say, we play we role, but people in the way they take lights and all. But let we not look at, we not go deep into that point, considering the fact that the president himself responds to some of them questions in the end. McKinney, as a district headquarter, don't they facing challenge, you know, they're facing a lot of challenge, and electricity now one of the challenges where the mayor make mention of. Now, other areas in the way them prioritize when it comes to them facility there, but you know, McKinney, they really deprived of some of them things there. You feel say the president's been biased in terms of giving opportunity to the people of McKinney?
It's well, I don't go to say a bias. Understand? But one of the things we I look at the president, because you know English language, we get a statement we call equivocal in English.
Sure.
It depends on how you scatter that language, especially when they come up. But definitely for them, the president talks about their challenges about electricity from NPRC. it is really a very big blow.
Mm.
Because when, as a government, before people that they vote in, you understand all the challenges what they go through.
Mm-hmm.
And from that challenges, they need the pay for make sure you implement all which is. And then they give me the confidence, and then they give the confidence. So by the end of the day, if people don't vote in 8 years, they will address some bring this issue up. I think it's a very big gap. We'll call up to the government. Think about that. But it depends on the gravity high it is. But for the public consumption, definitely those statements will go down. Where to the people? Before coming to the board, you don't already understand the situation. You don't know the differences, problem that affect the people. I believe if we don't address that one. But the call where the McKinney people they call is a very genuine call. Because some of them call there, they need to go demonstration. They're not involved into any violence. They don't demonstrate, any other thing. Jenny complain directly to the president. I believe say that thing waiting for Russia to develop that area there.
And before now, we see the past governments, McKinney not being too cry when it comes to light facility. And from where that government, they don't come out of power, we don't get another government. Now then kind of thing that they happen. But one for say, maybe it's something we get to do with political, division because of maybe not the stronghold of the main opposition. The government of the day no one for give priority, or attention to the people of McKinney, looking at the fact say they know to be stronghold, and even though we get supporters in there, but maybe not less than 3% of we supporters them from that particular point. But again, we talk about Sierra Leone as a country. You not get for see because you are not to be stronghold. Or Yana is stronghold, and therefore give priority. Also, not to be stronghold, and not forget attention. But the president of the day, you're not a president for certain set of people. You're not president for the entire country. So I believe, say, whatever opportunity we come in for the people of this country, it gets for be general, But again, coming back, the mayor still question and talk about the town hall meeting. Even though someone will say, why the president take this town hall meeting to McKinney? Maybe he want to get the people in voice, he want to know which now some of the challenges and way the people of McKinney don't they facing. Aside from this, the Ministry of Information don't they get this town hall at different venues them across the country. But then take this specific town hall to McKinney. The last time it was Kenema, this time around na McKinney. But the question still continue. Waiting now the challenges the way the people of McKinney they're facing. Energy na one, with electricity. Other things and we get to do with health, and other areas. And considering the 5 big game change, that now be the center of the question of the presidents. Let me look into the 5 change and some of the things that we involved into.
Yeah, before we come to the 5 change, they will put electricity as one of the key priority for every government for the citizen. And when would they talk about like whether it is a political issue or maybe in a stronghold from the opposition party, to my own view, electricity supply no come from a stronghold from any opposition party.
Exactly.
It will be a priority for every citizen. That the same transformer will get at Razak, will connect like directly in our house. Now the same transformer for dinner any other side.
Sure.
The other responsibility as a citizen, whenever una don't the item they are not go directly to una as a community people, as different people, una go for make sure una home that thing and they find. They una not destabilize them for because of political game and other thing they understand. So the government get a lot effort to play, and the citizens they get back when they did that community they then supposed to look into start a development where they able to help them all. So the meeting, the 5 game changer where the government even they talk about, all is about the development in the nation. And this 5 game changer, in every change we want to look for in this world, it must get challenges, it must get obstacles. Even life as human being, not to everything 100% correct. Sometimes it is smooth, sometimes money kick in pocket today, sometimes it will be very rough. And whether the way rough, if you not sabi manage yourself problem, it end up for involving into another different thing.
Okay.
So the town hall meeting for the McKinney people, it is a developmental activity for them. It means it is a clear call to them to outline some of the challenges that we then go through. And not only electricity, the mayor even go forward and explain to start feeding road.
Okay.
So road and they get problem like for Kanalubane road, go pass for Kamba and it's by Koma Drive, take Kamba this military barrack. Some of them road and they get issue. And the president will give instruction to even the SRA for make sure let the construction of them road and they will say don't raise the blow concern. The other thing where it can always be a problem, something to we as a government or to the people, the monetary system is very poor, government in, government out in zero. Some of them think they are, as a government, as a president, don't go to get town hall meeting people, then they report. Then go to update the president any minute concern about electricity across the globe. If what is going on, what are the challenges for Makeni people, then they go through, the East they go through, the Kenema they go through, Freetown, Western area, Western urban. So let there be an update on electricity. So based on that platform, the president will be able to address that day. But government in, government out, that one is very poor. We'll come back to the road network, government in, government out, a very poor. So the monitor system is still on a very poor, except when there is a critical issue. Like that time they say the town hall meeting, when I all don't can at the town hall meeting, when I don't sit on the, at that time they realize a lot of views is coming, a lot of things is coming on. But the reality in the ground, definitely the monitor system is very poor. Government in, government out.
Okay, now one for question again from the other side. Say, why the mayor come up with all this? Is it because a day now a different party may make you decide say, let me bring this up because before now APC be done into power. Some of the roads there not being structured. Wherein we will say this is not the responsibility of government for leader ensure say them provide basic amenities for the people of Sierra Leone. Why now? Question.
The mayor not a citizen, he's a citizen.
Yeah.
So he's pay tax. So if they go challenges, so if he say then challenges and they need to be addressed, why not the raise concern about what bank is a citizen of Sierra Leone? Okay,
let me move away, going to our newspaper. Now the banner headlines, it says break boundaries of ethnicity. President Bill calls for national unity above politics. And at the other side, we see China marks 105 CPC anniversary, reaffirm ties with Sierra Leone. Looking at the fact, say, China don't get this, bilateral relationship with Sierra Leone for over century now. This relationship now, it don't go, to something else. We see now say these are our brothers, despite they are coming from another country or, the skin color different and all. But for so long now, Sierra Leone and China don't they get into very, very strong relationship. And now this relationship don't go beyond 100 years. Looking at the fact, say, we don't get so much, themselves don't get so much into when it comes to negotiation, when it comes to development and all. From your point, let me look at China and Salon relationship before we come to the anniversary.
Yes, the relationship don't start from Sakasivi time. There was one time where that time the China be the look for one vote to be representative from United Nations. Very long period. So by then Sakasivi was in power. And the only country no more way if we will talk to them or convince them they get that one vote today, then we will get representative from United Nations on Sierra Leone. Now, true from that angle, they will get a new building today. Now, true from the Chinese thing, and also even the National Stadium.
The new building.
That agreement. So the relationship with China be done develop for a very long period of time until today. Government in government, at least week, and they are our development partners.
Sure.
So what do they do? Make sure you build up some satisfaction, or with the foundation where don't meet the other government on there, you work out that foundation there, or you spread them more than how it is spread them, so that connection, that relationship will be very strong as a nation. That will help the country. Now, through from that to they don't see some of our brother they go to China on scholarship, they go land, they come. Now, through from the connection, if you go to the Alphabet College, if they see some of the development what they happen there, we get a whole Chinese department and they teach people about Chinese
language.
They don't even extend that to certain different school. So that is telling you the relationship is really growing and it don't grow to certain level and it don't become now a family now, definitely.
Yeah, looking at the facts, when it comes to infrastructure, then self don't they give them best when it comes to some of them facilities there because we don't make mention to the National Stadium, possibly U building, and other structures and they within the country we over the years China don't they play great role, and of late we see even the rehabilitation of the National Stadium now they're in charge of with all them things there. Waiting Sierra Leone, despite the government, but some of the things will be the benefits from. They talk on the language extension, wherein they don't come with the language for we the self-harvest to Ebola because English now the most dominant language in the world. Now China themselves don't try for go that far for ensure say, okay, let me bring the language to the people of Sierra Leone. since we don't into this bilateral relationship and all. But again, coming back home, this facility still continue, or this relationship still continue. What are the expectations beyond now?
Well, the expectation is just about to call continuation.
Okay.
The continuation and our expectation as a government.
Okay.
At any time where you request to them, or where you're into critical situation, you're into different issue, you request to them, they look into the request, and from there they address the issue. From there you talk about the thing the way they build, even though some of them infrastructure the way they can build, sometimes they can get challenges, sometimes they can get issue. Even if we don't be party, we don't be family, we don't be certain development as partner. But certain in the way me believe say if my brother do with me, go down well with me. What next they do, if we make sure you engage your brother, we tell and say on this. Understand it? So that tomorrow, whenever they get another platform for let do more. This one with this phone we make definitely a good. Probably not the this phone here. But it gets some certain challenges the way and all like. I want next time we want to make this phone here, let make a more better than how we been not make them before. Not to by violence, not to by attacking, not to by molestation, but that diplomatic engagement, then we will understand.
Okay, one out of curiosity, one for us. Now China don't try for establish the language na Saloya. But again, looking at the fact, see, we get with borders and where they go na China. Some man they go for business, some man they go for education, some man through scholarship himself they go, and other things same as well. Some man maybe they go seek health medication and all. But again, are we expecting we self we own local language for maybe spread them by the People's Republic of China? Since we are all brothers now all together.
Well, the question first way for we get the opportunity. That is the first question as a Sierra because we say as a Sierra so your own local language is not existing. Understand? You know go now school and say that they teach Mende or Creole or Liba or Timni.
Okay.
So this is our own country.
Yeah, but we try for establishment.
Yeah, that is it. But yes, we try for do that, they will not reach the it. So when the government will not take a step to implement that one, they will begin to discuss about that in different level.
Okay.
China as a nation will not develop for a very long period of time.
Sure.
Understanding. And just like what you talk about, the English have become one of the more dominated language in the whole globe.
Yeah.
Understanding? All of us, especially in Sierra, the one that would colonize you, the British people then are from English.
Okay.
So English become one of the most important language to read than any other thing.
Yeah, the one way Lambok, the one way Lambok can use this word acculturation. Looking at the fact, say you go take somebody in your language, you embrace them, wherein you decide your own language, you know. So the same thing they go. We don't take English now as we own language, despite we are not English people. And what would they expect? China themselves they come for establish a language now. Time to come or year to come. We'd expect for push with local languages them and grab the Chinese language.
No, that one they don't go possible. Now something China they try for big.
Okay.
Understand? You even see currently sometimes the issue where they within from the Europe country. Where they will not look at and say America dominate 60% of some of the development in Africa country.
Okay.
So there's a 14 and do the only way they go and this English don't become now a dominated everywhere you go. Every group you go. Recently, last year we be going to Ghana. Now English no more.
Sure.
So you don't go say they speak any other language.
And Ghana self
understand so that is it.
Yes.
So if they look at some of the development what they have. So what did the Chinese want do? They want to establish. They said they want to introduce their own language into the Africa sector for let Africa people realize say we get our own language when a Chinese language. So we say for we will bring an for let be part of our culture. And for let you somebody embrace the culture or somebody understand you, you get for bring the culture to the person. You interact with them, the language barrier. When I begin talk, if plenty of people they talk Chinese language down at salon, we're going to Fabi College. So they talk well. Like they spoke Pana University, Tonya Musa, Dr. Tonya Musa.
Sure.
Yeah, they begin talk now small. Understand it? So they begin realize say that culture where they get, the language where they get, they want extend that to Africa now so that we will be part of it. If you God give you the platform today, you travel, you go to China, you sometimes they even talk English as you reach so now they no more na they talk.
And looking at the business angle, you know, most times the products when they make now we see them all over, you know, when it comes to even the mobile phones, you know, majority of them now someone would say bra, if not so be China we make, you know, some of they get access for the old phone because some man not able to afford that kind of huge amounts, you know, get that kind of standard phone compared to like the one way they come out Germany Australia, United States of America, and England. You know, except for China, now we they make them, you know, modernize one and now we some of we they get access to for the use and all. Aside from, you know, technology, other things in there as well. We themselves, you know, don't they get extremely well. You know, technology in one area in innovation. Of course, for now we go see China then they on top situation when it comes to technology. But again, with the benefits. Right? But how this relationship gets to continue 105 years from now?
Now, good communication and embracement. Okay. Good. Recently, I understand say they even get about 15 vehicles.
Sure.
To the government of Sierra Leone. Understand? I said yesterday. So these are all about development. The only thing are two things about life. I tell you, brother. When somebody they do some development to yourself now for appreciate and praise them. Understand it? The more they do this small effort then they give them money, then they give them small resources. At the end of the day, when I say as a government, when I embrace them development, then they will come together, when I work as a unity, as a team. At the end, they will gain more. Because that's why I don't give you. If it's alone they gain say from them, maybe you don't reach 100%.
Sure.
But we as a nation will gain from them more than 80%. So we as a nation, we are very poor. So what you get for? We get for look to partner the way they more get resources pass way, then strength pass way, then get money pass way, then get all jacket pass way. So for doing that, then I embrace when they embrace them, when they interact together, when they make fun together. So with the problem the way get it, they extend that problem and they to them, but then they're able to put mechanisms in place for settle them problem and this small. That is what exactly the government has done.
Plenty. Thank you, Mohamed. As they go inside another newspaper, we know the Freetown Daily newspaper. It's a $400,000 US gold fraud. Of course, this one don't be an issue, you know, over the past weeks. And we see last week, you know, this issue back we don't come up, we get to do with this Italian and tycoon where we can salon for come do business. But at the end of the day, we see, you know, it be turn around for be different altogether. The expectation of this man, you know, it be just turn around when at the end of the day, na Sierra Leone, we name na the international globe, don't they go in a different way. You know, at the end of the day, we self as a nation, if we do something, we, you know. But how we look at this whole, situation when it comes to Sierra Leone name, not the national and not the international world, when it comes to, I would say, bad image, you know. Now, na good. Before now, na the drug. Now, na good. And so much, $400,000 US, we don't be fraudulent by this, from this Italian tycoon. You think?
Well, you see, we get stepped to the way responsible. Most of them, until they are where they happen, we get Ministry of Mines. The Ministry of Mines is responsibility for supervise all the mining industry, all the mining activity in the country. The government go forward again and set up something, one agent by New England, they call a mining agency. That mining agency, they work through the Ministry of Mines for make sure that all the mining documentation, like example, if you don't can register a company there, I say one who mining there. That mining they make sure they give you license, you work out all the protocols we involve, everything, they give you license before they start. Understand? So if some of them fraud there they take place, it means the Ministry of Mines get more roles to play.
But this old saga gets for an individual, this Italian tycoon can do business with. It's not like it happens, say, now a whole mining company or a whole institution, if it gets an agreement with. Now an individual, you know, along the way, they don't get a conversation before coming. Upon this conversation, there was an assurance before this Italian tycoon they come. So now it don't come. With the expectation, say, okay, we don't get this conversation, we don't agree. So we say Canada for can buy within we don't agree upon in return. Then when it come, based on what we see, then give the venue or the address of who side them for meet. They meet after some time, waiting if they expect a turnaround for be something different. You know, again, we talk on this old saga when it comes to Sierra Leone name in the international world. Are we expecting actions to be taken by some of the individuals there, where they do some of them kind of things there?
Fact. The criminal investigation department, especially the police department, and the responsibility. Let me tell you this: some of them small things they do so, they hit the country in a very bad way. or go look at and say maybe poverty, somebody they out, I don't encourage and say they can invest in your own account and so a particular location on account and don't pound finish on to that way.
And we still cry for local investor.
Yes,
we want for the camp
you
bring in.
even know say the investor they are waiting they cancel. This morning we've been in a AYV with Andola Valley with this whole brother within a Minister of Information Strategic Commission, something like Josie say, and also the APC then spokesman, something like Karim Square. Okay, so this issue come up, and this is currently what you are saying. The West Beach has already been expanded in terms of employment, whereby then government be criticized for say the other government name. The West Beach may not expand. We can increase it about 74%. Understand? All this the government doing for great job for the citizen and for let them able to get a job, let them able to get facility. And government not able to provide job for every citizen.
Sure.
Like more they are in a private sector and they are there. And even from government and its level.
Yeah.
Understand? So by encouraging the private sector coming in establishing another development, it will help the citizen to grow. They help the citizen for provide something for them. They help the citizen for get something. But if at the end of the day, then people they are then come, bad people, then criminal people, then just cannot more, then hold them so, then dump them, then finish them. It's a very bad image for them.
And these are people that we affiliate with the government.
We are affiliated with the government. So what did the CID for do? Because of the responsibility, me and you to know go able to go detail in that one day. Or bring as a journalist, it is just they go for go investigate. That is why they go like information where they go say I don't read ABC and I want to know whether it is fact or not a fact before they publish it.
Sure.
But the police get the responsibility to go to the bottom line to investigate and bring them people there to book. And whenever you are into that authority form, whether somebody is part of government, higher authority or lower authority, where do something where it will become the country they become down or the country they become a downfall, we are not going for play with anything because now the country image we are they protect. So the CID get vital roles to play to protect the money to the highest level and to make sure that one day we don't involve to that ABC to bring them to book, let them face the full force of the law.
Plenty. Thank you, Sheku Mohammed. We come from Youth Progressive Network. As we continue inside the program, they go for a short break. When we come back, we can continue. We stop and look at some of the other newspapers. Then we make banner headlines.
In the heart of Sierra Leone's dynamic rhythm, Rocal Commercial Bank is your beat to a brighter financial future. We're not just a bank, but we're your financial partner committed to your success. We've got the financial tools you need to rise higher. Our team is here to serve you with speed and a smile because your time matters to us. So, are you ready to unlock financial prosperity? Highlighting key banking services such as Keke loans, Combra account, fixed deposits, SME loans, internet and corporate banking, from savings that grow your dreams to loans that fuel your ambitions. Demonstrating fast and friendly customer service. Showcasing cutting-edge banking technology and ATMs. Access your money anytime, anywhere with our state-of-the-art technology and a network of ATMs. Our Rocal SimCopper app puts banking in your hands, where you can pay for EDSA, AfriMoney, Orange Money, and pay bills including school fees and make transfers to other bank accounts. Remember, you can also experience Rocal e-banking today. Then join us now. Visit any of our branches or explore our website.
Welcome back. In case you just joined me, this is the program Midday Inside the Newspaper, where they come to you live now, Miss Television on Channel 32. Don't forget you can catch you now with various social media outlets. Amaze TV SL. Inside the program, I did with Mohammed Sheku, we come from Youth Progressive Network. We did discuss detail into some of the newspapers. Them we make banner headlines. As we continue the program, we be on the look at the Freetown Daily newspaper. Usai, the banner headlines say $400 million fraud gold. We this don't raise so many alarm in terms of how Sierra Leone we named on the plane at the international globe. Mohammed, as we continue with the same discussion, in 2 minutes, let me look at the image of Sierra Leone. Before now, na been cocaine or drug. Let we say drug. Now gold don't come in. Possibly we're not going to see what next. Because the way and manner at which Sierra Leone don't they go internationally, me and you get access to the facts, it's bad.
Definitely.
Because before now, we know when it comes to Sierra Leone. We are recognized in terms of education, how people be coming, can learn book, and how friendly we are as a nation. But looking at the facts, some of the image there are now all on the die down. Instead, a different image on the go. How you see Sierra Leone image in the international globe, when it comes to some of them characters there?
Yes, we get some challenges there. But don't say there's no progress. There's challenges. Like example, the International Peace Index will be there in 2017. Will be there 32. Now we don't go 52. That is another situation again. From there, all waiting credit, all some of them things there, so where they make will be there into better standard. From there, they don't begin put into different levels.
And at the region with the circle.
And these are some of the strong reasons there.
Yeah.
So then, make as a government, you go for be vigilant. Now you no more able to protect the citizen. And most of the things there where they happen, they happen between me and you as a poor people. Brother, we will sit down there, I will not get that facility. Or go groom somebody from Egypt all the way for Kaya. So this way they happen as some of the top government officers, they were very involved into some thing there. And this time they send a bad image to the government, bad image to the nation, to the international world, where they make people that they're afraid for people can invest. Because one of the things, there are two things we talk about, the drugs. This gold issue we talk about. This they bring panic to the investor in mindset.
Sure.
Okay, if I can at this country, okay, then the crisis the can open so factory. For a great job for the citizens and for the people there. But at the first, if I can, they dump me. Because of what they don't happen with Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. So that they give them discouraged not to even to corner economy. And when that continue for happen as a central government, they get pressure from the citizens for job, that they make something violence they can say.
And this they make the unemployment rate still increase.
That is it.
Because the investor them way they try for go out for convince for let them come for can do business. They ask spoil say let not go because Mr. A don't go, it don't fall. Then Mr. B don't go, now this thing don't go happen.
Yes.
So me not go be the next person. And at the end of the day, the citizens rely on the government for let them provide
job
opportunity for them. So with all them kinds in there, they make mention say there are people within the government where they into this. But waiting we they expect actions must be taken.
That is
but we know they see it happen. So waiting na the status or image for Sierra Leone now when it comes to bringing investors in.
If he did some of them challenges the way they happen. If maybe the government sabi them or not sabi them. If you not able to enforce the law for bring them a book for let them face the full force of the law, it damage the country image both national and international.
Okay, plenty one Mohamed Sheku as we go inside another newspaper we get for do it. Roll Call Express newspaper now the banner headlines say Sewa Ground, the empty $200 million marketplace. And the other side we see President Bio lead historic commissioning of ECOWAS headquarters. But firstly, Mohamed, we look at the Sewa Ground. Of course, a few months back, we see President Bio he don't go commission this particular market structure. And the expectation of Sierra Leoneans will say, okay, the people that we sell na Abacha, possibly within Eastern Police Axis, Garrison Streets, all them people in the way they sell na streets for come inside this market. But from where the president don't commission this particular place, up to now so it just turn up. We not see the market they function effective. And now money government don't put. Waiting now the expectation of government on this particular situation now this market.
Two things.
$20 million a huge sum.
A big money.
And at the end of the day, maybe government have the expectation for they make money out of which we don't invest in. But we don't see anything to happen it.
Yeah, now two things that involved. One is the price. For established trust development is very good for the nation. But from there, you look at the economic situation again in the country.
Yeah.
If in a table there I get Naya so I need to sell, you go tell me here for pay about 5 million or 10 million. Understand? With the entire business what they do, not even reach to that amount today. So then they bring panic to me for land able go.
Sure.
That is another situation. So from there, the supervisor them or the coordinator then get for look into the price. Then they put the price based on how you market good in. If you don't really want to let people then be part of that place then. Because you say some area they pay $6 million. Understand? For a year. Maybe your business what they do, you know, reach $6 million. You get family there. Instead that business then they pay house rent, they
transportation, health.
People in a university, all some of the challenges there. So if the government decided, you know, look into the price, they make sure that harmonize that price, the way will be the best situation for the country or for the citizen. It will be very challenging for any other of us in Congo. Because until then, like Abacha State, where they go, they even sometimes sell a very difficult. From there, you go charge somebody to huge amount of resources. What if you say that person they do? You know, they could.
And just like as you likely make mention, you get certain businessmen, sometimes business we get 1,500, 2,000 as a case maybe.
Yes.
Then you expect say, okay, yearly if they pay 7,000.
Yes.
And inside that business, it really generates for the other half things within a family and externally, you know. But again, on the fact say, governments don't invest into this structure and themselves get partners them. We now they associate them, we all come together for, you know, embark on this particular project. They expect see by now people are not for the activity again. Based on the plan where they don't get hired, say okay, well after we don't complete this particular structure, we want to pull all the businesswomen within our streets for ensure say the streets is okay and people accommodate this particular place. But we don't see it anything happen on that side there. You make mention of the prices we get for doing this. You don't think the government need to go back, sit down at the table, structure themselves for ensure say, okay, even though we expect to put money out of what to invest, but let it not be one time. They'll come back and see how we will structure things together and know what's in the outcome for the people in common at it.
Life get two challenges. Life gets sometimes and they just have the intro or the something and their life they become very
unfair.
Sometimes they become fear. That's what life they. Time in day they find, time in day they get gap.
Sure.
And anytime if you say life don't get gap, at that time we for sit down, you adjust yourself. If this type of huge amount of resources you don't put in that, but when I'm not able to get people there for going to that place, they for go sell their market, there's a strong reason behind it. So now that reason they will go for finance first. What now this reason? Maybe now the price we will put is too jubilant,
exorbitant.
So we can for look into that. Understand? From there, if that is the case, we make sure we harmonize that price the way we will suitable to that man where they say that Yabas or to that brother where they say that gene trusses. By then you go see that place go be champered. But if you fix no more that price, we don't fix no more effort stand. It's difficult for the people to comply.
And let's say within the next 6 months, if that particular structure is synapse without, you know, they're not taking any action, we will see certain areas and they get issue. Either crack begin inside and the money back they get for use for them maintenance day. You know, but again, moving from this Sewa ground, let me look at the commissioning of the ECOWAS headquarters. Of course, we see this particular structure with President's bill don't try for ensure. So, okay, well, since we expect Sierra Leone for host the next upcoming ECOWAS conference, let me get a conference center or a conference place wherein this will be enough for accommodate all the delegates we get for coming into this conference. This particular structure, then at Lungi. And at the end of the day, government don't commission. Now, the expectation. How we get for, you know, put this headquarters together, get them ready for this particular event.
Well, first, congratulations to the government. Because this is another development for the nation. When some of them development, their structure and they own they get in our country, and I go for embrace them, and I go for happen. And at the first time this for invite all the Africa, especially from the ECOWAS region, where they're part of the ECOWAS team, for there they all kind of salon, they can interact, from there they get meeting, from there they go for some they go for cross, even come free on us, some head of state they go for come. Yesterday I mean they follow Paul Gagami. He's saying for kind of return. In fact, if you say no one lodge na free now, long one lodge na free
of course,
for observe the situation, for interact with people until return back. So it's a very good movement for the nation. And some of implementing some of the development there as a government, you know, for allow anything again where they go bad, in a bad room or bad information. Then you think about this drugs abuse,
fraudulent,
flooding, all of that in the. So when the country is moving gradually, we are not yet there, but we are moving little by little, and that little that cockroach worker or the worker, that small one. Let will make sure they in the very good standard. Let will not allow any other thing that small worker with the worker can hidden that worker or he put on or something happen. So government therefore really look into that and they critically make sure you address some of the challenges. But it's a very good step, it's a very good movement to the nation, it's a very good development for we as Islenon and from all the head states for coming Islenon here to be part of we, to interact with you and discuss. And I believe it's a very good move for the nation.
So looking at the fact the government be in a well-prepared or preparation for ensure they host this particular delegates conference we get to do with ECOWAS member states then we get to come in for, you know, can discuss major things then we get to do it, you know, bilateral and all. But again, looking at the fact there is main opposition, we NSF not get to be left out when it comes to this particular event because this Nasalom matter, we not go say Nasalom the host, we not go say na SLPP, you know, on a na SLPP president no. When we say president, it has to do with the country head of states, you know. So the status or the stance of the main opposition self get for be you know, get to be recognized. How governments or, you know, governments of the day and the main opposition don't team up together for ensure this particular conference gets to be successful?
Now, two things about government. The government where they as a center government and the opposition they for work hand in hand. Understand? You don't go there in government, you diss out the opposition totally. In terms of development or in terms of lack of engagement.
Okay.
Because anything where they happen, it affects you all as a nation.
Sure.
Understand? So as a government, where they na power, what they do, they work both partner, na partnership na they. Even though everybody go get your own view, the opposition they must get their own view. You as a government, you get forget your own view. But you as a government, when they na the Dadina house, now they oversee all. Some of them view them, they will then get that different view, they bring them together for them be one view. By what we call thoroughly engagement.
Sure.
When they engage one another, the problem them, the challenges when they go through, catalyzing all the some of them development that we able to move to any higher development when I want to go. But we not able to say as a government number one develop this and another engage the opposition party now is a very big problem. So like this one, we hope to see the government to interact with the opposition party to also prove to the international body that the government and the opposition party are working together to be part of the conference, when they interact, talk, they put things, they don't go for talk anything, maybe they just go for be as one of the observers, sit in the room, observe various speakers and what they are saying and something like that. For say the opposition party and the government, they are not enemy at all. But we are friends, but everybody have a political differences. That differences will be aside, but our objective is still on for me before move forward.
Okay, let me look into the final newspaper for today on edition. We get to do with the exclusive newspaper. We see 2028 election. DIB leads when Dr. Ibrahim Bangura currently the lead for the main opposition. And the other side we see APC constituency election July 11. It has been postponed. It should have been happened the 4th of this month, but then we don't postpone until the 11th. But firstly, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura the lead in terms of, let's say, in one of the presidential aspirants for the main opposition or People's Congress, and from the exclusive newspaper, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura the lead. Which now you take before they come into the postponement of the lower level
let me tell you this. Doc don't serve in this nation for a very long time.
Okay.
Understand? Nobody don't go question Dr. Bangura in leadership.
Okay.
They don't be a lecturer in Afrabe College for a very long period of time.
Okay.
With 60% or some people they did pass through form. Understand? They come on, they come back to the public service. They don't into public service for a very long period of time. So you get vital experience about leadership. you get vital experience about encouragement, you get vital experience about how if we're able to interact with people, you get vital experience about bringing people together, you get vital experience about embracing all type of ethnic group.
But we talk about politics now. Looking at the fact, see, Dr. Ibrahim, that kind of person nobody no go question him. But when it comes to politics, maybe also you feel say this person is the right person, another person will get a question altogether. We go say no, I not trust this person. This is politics. With all which you don't characterize now, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, maybe other person will come up from a different perspective. Say no, not to that kind of person where you feel say will be the better candidate. But he's currently leading the race. We continue.
So, but that is the situation. If you criticize, to that type of person, why is still leading? That is the first question.
Okay.
If you criticize the man, maybe they embrace people, then so they talk to people, then they interact with people, then what did they make it? They lead people. Then what did they make when I go there into race 150? You the lead. Why? Now because of the way how you do things is different than the other people. Anybody they back them, they talk to them, and they can create them, they embrace. And that embrace where they embrace, and then they take it in, they scatter them. So that become a leadership. So if you say they question that person there because of somebody don't talk, they embrace it, but it's still leading. And I tell you that the opposition party can bring all themselves together and they make sure they work with unity and development for themselves, so that the next election will become very easy. Like the election. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, we will question about Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. Okay. Understand?
Yeah.
I know ever sit down with it, but based on in performance and the activity there and some of the things that they see they do, definitely his leadership is not be questioned. There was one time here, the spokesman SLPP, we did a 98.1, Mahmoud. Mahmoud also talk about Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. He saying first he lecturer and self in Afrabi College. So that they tell you say it's not like somebody where they think about any other way level. That's somebody who is very straightforward. In fact, even sometimes the way how they address issue on radio station or TV is quite different than how some other people then they attack. When you go per issue, they talk maturely and they talk on point. Where that point they want all they look at and say, this is my vision and this is how they follow. Okay,
this is not just newspaper. At the end of the day, the waiting how them call them get for determine, then convention I get for determine who that get for carry the day. Before we go, in 2 minutes, the same main opposition, All People's Congress, then constituency election, we be supposed to happen on the 4th. Now they don't postpone them to this coming weekend, we're at the 11th. Why the postponement and what's not the expectation? In 2 minutes. In 2 minutes.
Benchmark who they want it.
Okay.
For one election. They got to think about money.
Okay.
The money they run election, not to any other thing.
Sure.
Second, you got to get time. All your time where you get, so you got to drop or you focus on that time day. If one official they travel now for go carry and for go conduct the election, it involve resources. For travel for go protocol for go conduct the election, it involve resources. How we get for generate that resources there? Maybe we get for get a target. This target here and this target now we raise. Or maybe we look for 1.8 billion leons. Or maybe we look about 30 billion leons for run all the affairs of this election. We no problem, they will call the money to system them go the one day they conduct the election. If that resources not there, how now we able to rush it? So you get for take the time systematic. That is the reason sometimes they go take them postpone when they don't generate some resources. In my own view, they go back into. So these are the ways sometimes how postponement is coming until they get all what they look for, they implement exactly what they look for.
Plenty. Thank you. Sheku Mohammed, we come up from the Youth Progressive Network. We don't come help me analyze some of the newspapers. Then we make banner headlines inside the edition of your program, Midday Newspaper. One for say plenty. Thank you to the management of Amaze Television. Maybe bring the program come to you today. Mina Ishmael Gula. So we see tomorrow, same time, same station. I want to say tata.
Are you having difficulty with your internet service? Worry no more. Online has got you covered. Heard about Shop Online? Here's the catch. Shop Online is an exciting platform to search for goods and services throughout Sierra Leone. At Shop Online, you can buy and sell cars, motorbikes, and vans. We've got a selection of over 100 cars. You can browse through the photographs and specifications of each one. Also, Online's fully managed IP MPLS private network offers your enterprise with a world-class fast and easy access internet with the possibility of connecting all of your sites to a single IP network, allowing data, voice, and video convergence. Our internet service provider, LimeZone, is a high-speed internet that lets you work easily and at a faster rate. Want to know more? Please call on the online sales team on 303 from any online number or +232 76 88 8885 or +232 30 88 8885 or email and find out more about the packages we offer and how we can help your business. Online, beyond online.
When you leave